Yo, huddle up, huddle up,
Huddle
huddle
up,
up,
huddle up,
huddle up,
huddle
huddle
up,
up, huddle up, huddle up,
huddle
huddle
up,
up.
huddle up.
We got episode 79 of the Ravens Huddle. We back again, man.
Yes, indeed.
Before we even start, we gotta say we praying for everybody in Baltimore in that BGE bill, man, because it's been like 13 degrees for like 5 days.
Running it up, bro.
Yeah, I
Running
mean,
it up.
I don't. Your system
prepared.
never shuts off. It never shuts off.
I had to
It
run
never
it up.
shuts off. If you got a place with some, some square footage, it never shuts off your BGE. So man, save up for that. And
Hold on, real quick. Small advice for people who don't pay attention. If you don't know, find out. If you got any type of west and south and west facing windows specifically, open those blinds during the day, yo. Let that sun come in. It'll help out with your temperatures for a little bit, and you can at least maybe turn the heat down 2 to 3 degrees.
Game.
Just giving you some game if you don't know that, yo. I'm sure there's some people to do, but some people don't. If you got those windows on that side,
survival
everybody does it.
Steven, yo, that's a survival tactic.
Know that. Let that sun get in there for at least, 6 hours, relatively strong. You might not think it's making a difference, but it's making a difference, yo.
Yeah, and I hate to go in, but also if you're a grown man, bro, don't wait 2-3 days for the snow to turn to ice before you decide to shovel. That's just lazy. Damn. Some stuff we gotta stop being soft about, yo. This ain't even no like overly macho stuff and stuff, but like we were saying it before the pod. Who's about to save you? Who do you think is about to shovel you out, yo? Yeah. Clear your stuff off, yo.
Pre-treat, man. You might.
What are you doing?
You can put a little salt down, clear it a little bit, at least the day before, while it's snowing a little bit. When it piles up just a little bit, start the process.
Yeah.
And then, get ahead of the game.
What are you doing?
People in Maryland ain't used to the weather being under 30, under freezing
Yeah.
for a week. Normally they get, it's some snow. It'll be 45 degrees in 2 to 3 days. It'll start melting. Yeah, you're seeing that's not working. And you're seeing all the people with bad survival skills right now, yo. It's looking rough out here. And the people who do have something.
And what people don't realize, if you got all that on your car and it's cold, it's over the exhaust, your car might not even start when you finally get in there because you just decided to be lazy.
A lot of these people don't even maintain their cars, but that's another story.
Yeah. Well, before we go too far, you got your boy Mike.
Got your boy Rich.
Isaiah in the back, man.
Yeah, appreciate y'all, man.
A lot of news
indeed,
this week. Once we got the head coach, so we gonna come to y'all with that. But we definitely appreciate y'all, like we always say. Thank y'all so much, and we really, really mean it, yo. Especially the off season. It's real easy to follow during the season, but we saw last year a big jump with just people riding with us all the way through the off season.
Thank y'all kindly, man.
Letting us hit new numbers and all. Yes.
Fire, man.
Yes, and it's only gonna continue to grow thanks to y'all, and we always gonna try to keep improving and adding new stuff. And y'all fuel us, man. We was gonna do this regardless, but it just keeps that fire lit. So
for sure,
keep
man.
liking,
thank y'all.
Keep sharing, keep liking, and keep commenting. Thank y'all for the comments. We really,
and hype
really
the thing
appreciate
too.
that.
We be getting a little hype, man. Y'all hyping us up out there, man.
Yes, indeed, man. And make sure y'all follow us on them socials, baby. That's Instagram, Ravens Huddle _, and X and Twitter also the same, Ravens Huddle _. And then on TikTok, make sure y'all jump on that as well. We gonna get popping on that a little bit more.
It's popping more than the other ones.
Yeah, that's the Ravens Huddle.
The Ravens
in
Huddle
work,
TikTok,
man.
yes. And Rich, you got some comments this week?
Not this week. I didn't grab any from this week since we had the dual episodes. I usually try to do that, but I'll grab them from the next one. I know they were deep in the comments though this week.
Well, we will say
Appreciate y'all, man.
Definitely appreciate y'all. We're gonna have other ways to do this in the near future, but for right now, man, we may not. Of course, we're not gonna get to everyone, but we're gonna at least get like 3. Just if you have a question, if you got a comment, and we just like the comment really good, like really well, we'll mention it. But if you have specific questions, because we're not live yet and all that stuff, we will be. Put it in there, and we'll pick. We might pick more than 3, just to and it might be a part of the show. Some of the questions, that we'll go deeper into. So definitely put those comments in there and let us, just ask a question if you want. So appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Keep tapping in.
Yeah. Well, Jesse Minter got announced officially yesterday.
Man. JM.
Had the press conference, man.
I liked
Got
it.
that guy going, baby.
I liked it.
I liked him.
I liked it.
He didn't wow me. He didn't blow me away as far as anything that he said. Kind of like Steve Bisciotti, you know what I mean? He just
Yeah.
that electric on the camera. So he wasn't like that, but I loved everything that he had to say. As far as even just
talking real stuff.
one of my ones that's just at least just popping out from the conference was when the guy asked him as far as about his relationship with Lamar Jackson. And he gave a good answer, man. I really do. It just kind of summarized it. It wasn't exactly what he said, but essentially he was like, yo, yeah, we had some good conversations, but I have to build the relationship.
Yeah,
We don't have
that.
why would you think it's going to come out the gate? We're going to be,
I like that.
we're going to have a handshake, signature handshake and all that. No, I got to build this. It's a grown man. And another grown man. So I got to build a relationship.
that, yo.
We'll build it over time. He's looking forward to building relationships with not just him, but all of the other players on the teams and finding out how to set this standard. That's what he kept saying that I really like to hear, yo. Setting a standard.
And creating a team is one.
Harbaugh had a standard that was set that he came into Ravens way. We had that going, and he carried it for a long time. And now he's coming in, and he's setting his own standard. He's going to adjust things.
And you know the thing
this.
I liked about the conference was his first press briefing type situation. Yo, he sound like he finally want to have the defense dialed up. Like, right, we need that, bro. Like, Zach Orr was one of the biggest problems outside of the O-line. You feel me? Because we still have talent on the defense.
I tried my best to stick with that, man.
I know it was nasty.
It was bad, bro. And
I
then,
was done early, yo. I ain't gonna lie, I was done early.
Yeah, you were. You called it pretty early.
Because last season it took 8 games.
You told.
And then this time it was like week 5. Me and Cuzzo like, yo, not again, yo. It's not starting like this again, yo. He's not a good defense.
I was out there like, yo, let the brother get.
Nah.
Mike was like, nah.
No.
I was hoping he would get a chance, yo. It was like, nah.
Let him
They
go
picked up
somewhere
at the end of the
else
year,
and
so I was like,
strengthen
all
his
right, it look all right, but yo.
Yeah, in the middle of the season, I'm like, see, Zach got it. Zach got it. He done figured out how to blitz a little bit. And then we just.
What we realize is he's only good when all of the pieces are in place.
Yes.
And when
Which
we
some
playing
people
bad
can't
teams.
do good at all.
And
He
when we
can't
playing
adjust.
bad
Yeah,
teams.
he can't adjust. Yes.
Can't adjust well. yo.
And when we were playing bad
Yes,
teams.
that's what I mean.
We never shook off against the teams we were
So
supposed
his
to.
ability to adjust in a
bad.
situation against like a bad team that's terrible, bro.
Bro, how many, like y'all said, it was a lot of the Harbaugh timeouts that threw it off too, but how many like 3rd and 5 or better did they
3rd and
get
long
on
was-
us, bro?
3rd and long.
It was automatic. Remember, teams would stand out there 4th down, disrespecting us and getting the first down.
We never seen this type of stuff. This year, a lot of firsts was happening, yo.
Yeah.
Or stuff we hadn't seen in 23 years and all type of weird
heart.
stuff. Or like 12 years ago, just weird stuff. It's like, yo, those
This is
3
bad, man.
nighttime losses.
Oh my gosh, disgusting. Bro.
What?
And we got cooked too, bro. The Lions,
A
Lions
lot of
smashed
letdown.
us.
A lot of letdown this season.
Yeah, that second
yo.
half,
Defense
it
gotta
just-
tighten up. Because they paid Roquan mad chicken and he looked non-existent.
My
He didn't
boy
look
on
like
that
a top
brisket.
linebacker.
Hey, yo, with Minter, though, I don't know. He might
Yeah, I
look
think
a
he
little
gonna be
different,
dialed
yo.
up. I think
Because
he's gonna
Oweh
be dialed up.
went over to LA. It looked like a whole new player,
Yeah.
bro.
And they said Teddy B had a successful surgery, so I'm assuming he'll be back probably like the latter part of next year.
So I know we'll get into it because we did just pick up the OC, but I think the DC is the one that's probably most paramount.
But
for us to
Jesse
pick up
Minter
that's
said he's gonna
correct.
call the defense for the most
Exactly.
part. In
But
that
that's
interview.
the thing.
I love that.
What quarter? So that means we got to get somebody that's coming up the ranks, or we got to promote
me, I
somebody.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
not
yeah.
gonna- or somebody that
You gotta
'cause
have-
You can't have a
yeah,
lateral
it's gotta
move
be
because
a-
they're gonna want control. That's what the OC was that we grabbed. He wants control. He want to be able to make some play decisions. So that's what he's getting here. Again, we'll talk about him in a little bit.
You might need a younger guy through the ranks, but they clearly, if you look at the hires, we're gonna talk about those.
Man, let Ed Reed on, yo.
They're getting real young with the hires. I think you are going to need to get a few guys who got more experience. You need either a younger guy through the ranks, similar to the OC, what we're going to get to, that's going to come up through, especially since he's going to be calling the defense, Jesse. But you might get an older guy who's not looking to be a head coach.
Yeah.
Somebody that says, okay, I understand the role I'm in. It's to assist, help, this and this and that and the third. And this is the Baltimore Ravens. It's an excellent job and organization.
Oh, yeah.
And let me play my role here while he does that. And I'm essentially a guy that might also be the assistant head coach.
Jesse said it
Because he's going to need that if he's
Yo.
calling plays, because sometimes he can't pay attention to
Jesse
other.
said it
What
in
was
the
the-
presser. In the presser, he alluded to the fact that if you put your head down and just do your job correctly to the highest abilities that you could do, you could end up like me.
Exactly.
Jesse Minter, defensive assistant when he was here with us.
yeah.
Yo.
Yo.
Like, yo.
Left, went to college with the Vandy, who wasn't known for anything.
Come
then
on,
went
man.
there. Then went with Jim in Michigan. Had the best defense easily
Come on.
in the country. Wins the national championship. goes to the Chargers with Jim Harbaugh. That defense was horrible. The first year he turned them into arguably I think it was the lowest scoring defense in the league immediately. The kid no defense, yo.
So I'm excited for him, man.
So it's gonna be back to Baltimore style defense.
So if you get a guy in the defensive coordinator position that has that kind of mind frame, what do we get, man? I'm excited.
And I know it's wishful thinking, but like, what was the 1 week we did look good, yo? When Edward was there, bro. Let Ed get some kind of like
that was it was a shutout.
DB's coach type situation or something like that.
We
Was the
already
only
got the
time we looked
DB's
good.
coach. That's the guy that we just picked up.
Oh yeah, well, never mind. Then there ain't no room for Ed.
That's a good call.
Well, we could
because
right
Ed,
into it.
yo, I watched the clip they had on Instagram. Ed was they have like the old mic'd up joints, but you knew because you loved Ed, but like he really was orchestrating the whole thing. Like he understands defenses on a like whole different level than the average person.
That's why real people, especially not national media, was like, yo, everyone knows around here, except for this, those guys won the Super Bowl. Yes, John established certain things that did help. It's not like he didn't do anything, but everybody, there's so many stories came out like, yo, we kind of told him to chill out and get out the way a little bit in that championship run.
And they still had aggressive dudes. They still had Sizzle. They still had Ray, and they had Ed.
They had aggressive dudes on offense, like Anquan Bolden and stuff like that.
And the line was aggressive.
Marshall Yonder throwing people out the way, you feel me?
I don't think
was Haloti Nato on there too?
Yes.
Yeah, come on, yo.
So like Ed, everybody knows. You talk to anybody. Ed Reed and Ray Lewis are two of the smartest players of all time. They were on one defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like when you got smart guys like that. I think Malachi can turn into that with Kyle.
Jesse could build.
I think
Kyle,
he really. So let's transition to it. Let's transition to it because you mentioned it. So they hired the new DB coach. There's a lot of people who knew, and there's some people who didn't. From Notre Dame, Mike Minkins.
I like it.
That dude is the real deal.
He worked with cousin Kyle.
Yes. So I'm gonna get into that, but I'm gonna tie it in real quick with Jesse because Jesse, and I know we get nervous about the trenches, but we can see that he helps out the trenches as well because
absolutely.
If you just say one name,
look at Owe.
Yes. So he knows that, but his specialty, and I know this is why EDC probably love him because Mister, you can't have enough DBs. Jesse's specialty really is like with the secondary. Mm-hmm. The secondary is crazy. When you watch, like he's really crafty and tricks. The secondary is fantastic. So anyway, you bring in Mickens. That man, hold on. Let me pull some of the because we all know Kyle. He's worked with Alohi Gilman, Sauce Gardner, Xavier Watts, who was getting picks. And I was like, if it wasn't for Malachi, I was saying Xavier before Malachi. Because I thought Malachi was going to be off the board. But as projections came out closer and closer, it was like he'd still be available. But he was getting picks. And a few other guys who were really good in the league. He was easily the best defensive back coach in college football.
I like it.
You bring him with Jesse Minter, yo. We've been saying no-fly zone.
I like it.
I think we getting no-fly zone finally, yo. They bring Ardarius back as well.
We have the foundation for it.
With Nate.
We just got to
bringing Nate's potential out.
Got to get these players to play, yo. So we got the foundation.
And what's the other, Keon Martin, yo.
Yeah.
All of them,
I just think he's so
small,
dialed in.
But he could be a monster on certain plays, yo. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
he a crash out king, but he not big, yo. So I don't know
a lot of them got to put on some weight. Him and Nate Wiggins.
Got to get in that weight room.
Yeah, Nate definitely got to put on. But I was just wanting to tie all of those things in because the pieces they are getting, it's like, yo, it might be that defense
I like
real
it,
for
yo.
real.
We need it again, yo. Baltimore should never be getting punked defensively, yo. Even though in our bad seasons, we was losing by close margins for the most part. You feel me? It was rare for blowouts here. And now it wasn't
like, happening.
The defense was something we didn't have to really worry about.
Even years.
It was always the offense, usually. Typically. In Ravens history, yo. This was abysmal last year. Abysmal, man.
There was some...
It was really bad.
The aura was getting lifted off the Ravens where people was having no respect. That was a problem because there had been some years where the defense wasn't always the best. It was like middle of the pack at times, like a little over a decade ago.
Like Ant said, bend don't break.
But there was still a mystique like, yo, they tough.
Yeah.
They tough.
This is
the first time it's like, they're not tough.
Yeah. They knew it. They knew that. Our trenches was weak.
Did we
on
hire
both
Jim
sides
Leonard
of the ball,
too?
bro.
Officially?
I don't know. I thought I saw
I
something.
think
on
there
the
was
internet.
talks.
It was
with
talks.
Jim
It was
Leonard.
talks. I sent that.
Jim
nigga.
Leonard
It
is a
talks.
favorite.
Y'all remember Jim
or
Leonard
somebody
was
that
one
they
of
was
my
talking.
guys. I
Talks.
loved him
I
at the
did
safety.
love Jim
yo.
Leonard when he was here.
I wouldn't
yo.
mind him as
Yeah, I
the-
loved him
Jimmy
at the
was
safety.
nice, yo. I did
think
like
he
him.
came before Eric Weddle, yo. When he got him mad late.
Yeah, he was definitely.
Yeah,
before
yeah.
him.
Weddle had a lot of high praise for Mensa,
Yeah.
yo.
Yeah, he did.
I mean,
A lot of
yeah,
players
a lot of
did. I'm
players
seeing it,
and
man.
coaches, yeah, a
Kelsey,
lot of
all them
players,
guys.
yes.
I didn't see everybody saying love with it. And
I like
and the
it.
thing that I'm loving most is just seeing what's happening to the other teams and the guys they picking. Oh, I'm loving the AFC North. and what they done did. What? McCarthy and
My
Monken?
boy, I was confused.
Did you see Monken
Monken,
fit?
yo.
They was
Losing.
cooking his fit,
They
boy.
like losing up there, yo.
Somebody in Shefty comments
They like
Nah.
losing.
said, yo, when he was met with Shador, it was like, yo, why is Coach dressed like a public defender, yo? I was
nasty
dying,
fit.
yo.
Nasty
That
fit.
And I ain't gonna lie.
Not even a public defender. The public defender that got a way too big of a workload
Yeah,
and
yo.
only does a little bit of blow
The
on the
suit-
side.
two sides
yo.
is too
You know what I mean?
big.
Yeah,
I
suit
ain't gonna
was
lie.
crazy
I ain't
looking.
gonna lie. I feel like Shador kind of cocky, and I hate to start locker room drama now. But if they stop running the ball, he getting sacked a lot, yo. He gonna be wilding, yo. Like,
go wild
yo, like we could have
Go
called a
wild
different, a
They
different
have
play
no
call.
O-line.
We
And
could've
you
called a
know
different play
Monken like
call
to
there.
stop running the ball, yo.
I
Shador's gonna be
laughed.
fighting for his life.
Yeah.
I
yo.
laughed
he's
out
gonna-
loud when I got that alert. Yo, Monken? Respect.
Not as that.
I'm watching all these guys because they still picking these guys out. I'm like, what did y'all see? Did y'all
Bro,
not see what happened
no,
last
I
year?
gotta-
Monken cashing
I
out.
gotta-
That's what
I
he
ain't
doing.
gonna
that
lie.
clear.
I ain't gonna lie. I got a conspiracy theory with the coaching, yo, in the NFL because it's like, how could somebody with that lack of success just go get another job, yo? Like I can see if it's like,
Well,
oh,
he
they go
didn't
down
have
the
He's
a
not
line.
lack of success. It was,
He has no head coaching experience.
yeah, he has no head coaching experience.
And he's an older
But
guy. Like it's,
he had those years with Lamar where he got an MVP with Lamar. He got an MVP out of Lamar.
That was Lamar.
It was clearly Lamar.
If
But
you
to
don't
the
win with
public-
Lamar Jackson at some point,
To the
yo,
public, that was in his offensive system. Yo.
It
So
did
now-
help. He won one with Roman, but you could see real fast that it was going down. I'm not going to sit here and
got the
act
job,
like
bro.
when he came here,
He got
you
the
didn't
job,
see the
fam.
offense start to open up,
did,
bro.
it did,
It was, yo, you
He got
go.
the job. He just
don't
wouldn't
forget
run.
how it was with
He
Roman.
was
yo.
weird
Lamar was
last
making
year.
magic.
He
yo.
got strange last year.
yeah, he
They
just-
showed that. They showed his
Yeah.
stats.
Yeah, he just does
it
weird
was
stuff.
weird last
Yeah.
year. I don't know why he did what he did last year. I feel like it was like he was trying to sacrifice Harbaugh.
Something didn't seem
Allegedly.
right, yo.
I don't know.
Something
I'm just
didn't
thinking
seem
that's conspiracy land.
There's a
Well,
lot.
you were trying to sacrifice Harbaugh. You wanted that position.
Well, Harbaugh kept throwing him under the bus. There was a lot going on.
Come on,
man.
man.
why
There was so
our
much crap
O-line
happening.
so bad, yo?
Warhop, they said he going to the Giants, yo. Yo, Mr. Crash Out, yo,
Respect.
he's gonna be wildin', yo. That O line gonna be. The Giants haven't had a good O line in a minute. They have one of the best left tackles, but he be getting beat up probably because they just be it's too much workload
That's
for him.
way too much for him.
But they got
Trying to
him,
carry the
yo.
whole
You
line.
know, Jackson Dart is gonna be doing yo.
They're gonna give him 6 concussions by week 8 because they're gonna have him running options with Scatterbo. Scatterbo gonna tear 6 ACLs
Hopefully
under
not,
Harbaugh.
but
Yo.
it's-
Watch, yo. I'm
like
telling you, yo.
That
Hard's gonna have him
yo.
dialed in all the way wrong.
Nah, Warhop, yo. When I seen that he was going, everybody's like,
That
"Thank
is
you." He's
possible.
going over there, yo.
He's gonna play to all the
Whoa.
weaknesses, yo.
Scatterbo gonna run for 400 one game, and they gonna pull him out the game.
He's not gonna get that last
Y'all
carry,
gonna
yo,
lose.
on that pivotal drive.
'Cause Jackson
They
Dart
gonna
threw
try-
an interception.
They're gonna try 2 passes on first and second.
Watch
down.
him get him to the
Then try to
playoffs.
run on like a weird.
He gonna get him
like,
to the playoffs.
3rd and
Watch,
4.
and then y'all gonna lose in that first round. We gonna be like, we told y'all.
Rich.
We know it.
Rich, that division is nice. They not going to the playoffs.
No, they're not.
Jaden
That
Daniels
division
coming back.
has died down a little bit.
I don't know.
The
They might,
Eagles is
yo.
nice.
That
They
division
not-
has died down some,
I don't-
fam. Did you see the Eagles last year?
The Eagles are starting to.
The Eagles
They
was
are.
trash.
The
They
Cowboys
are,
are the Cowboys.
but
and
if
what
Jay-
Washington team did you watch last
If,
year?
they were
Commanders
trash.
was
They were trash.
buns.
But that's because Jaden Daniels got hurt.
Yeah,
when he
we
snapped
we,
his
lo-
arm.
we loved how Jaden Daniels plays, but what did we say when we watched him up close in Baltimore?
Yeah, you right.
Rookie year.
Fraudulent.
I don't know if he's going to last.
Yeah.
He takes
So
a lot
the
of
hits he was
damage,
taking,
bro.
and also when you see him on TV, he looked thin. Seeing him in person, being a few rows, like yo, this dude is slim.
Yeah, you gotta take.
They
the
could be looking
slides.
for a new quarterback next year or the year after. Just not like it's yo. The NFL is like things happen quickly, yo. So it's like Anyway, long story, like that division, I don't know, man.
I think they go
It's
because the
a weird
Cowboys
division.
not bad.
It's a weird
either.
division.
Dak
He could
Prescott
mess
is
around
nice
and get
too.
in there. They
It's a
have
weird
one of them
division,
funky,
bro.
Well, I mean,
nasty
as long as
seasons where
Jerry Jones
everybody
playing
is
stuff, but
7 and 9, and
Yes.
then they get in that way. I'm telling you, something
This
stupid
is
could
also
happen
that's
in that
also
division.
not to talk too much information. We get back to us, but that's also a division. I think until last year, it was like a decade plus or something like that, where they didn't have a repeat winner of the division.
True.
That's like mad rare, yo. The Eagles finally did it after like mad long, yo. And there's been teams that were really nice and didn't win that joint. So that's a whole nother thing. But the big pickup today, because everybody was wondering.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, man.
Declan Doyle, offensive coordinator with Lamar.
OC.
And he took
I don't
like
know
a,
nothing about y'all
he took like a
gotta
lateral
school me.
roll move
Yes,
almost.
he did,
So,
he did.
but it did give him more control. It sounds like,
Yes.
which is what
Y'all
he
gotta
wanted.
school me.
Because he was under
Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson.
Was
and
a-
we all
was
know
a-
Ben
was
Johnson
a monster.
calling, yes,
He's
he's an
was
offensive guy.
Essentially the offense. Yeah, he was
Yeah, so
Menken's offense side.
So he's like it's like with the Ravens, our head coach is going to be coaching the defense. I mean, still calling plays. And the other guy, like we spoke previously, will be kind of assisting with that. Here, it's like Jesse Minnett's not an offensive guy.
Yeah.
He knows offense because the defensive mind should know offense. That's a whole nother thing. But like he could get here and really be the OC. Like, so it's a lateral-esque move. Yeah, I mean.
It's for him to show for next year. He's gonna try to get his coaching job.
Yeah.
If we go crazy, if he gets us cooking, because I'm not gonna hold you, Caleb. Caleb looks solid in there. Now they had some pieces.
Yeah.
They do got some pieces on that
I'm not
Bears
gonna
team,
lie.
but he looks solid in that offense.
He's still his completion percentage is still not the greatest, but some of that is just him airmailing some throws because he's
holding the ball too long.
Yeah. But he did
being
improve
young.
this. I mean,
But he improved.
at the end of the
He
year,
improved
bro.
a lot.
Like
He improved a
they
lot.
almost went to the NFC Championship.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
NFC is crazy this year.
And you got to be real, yo. It's hard to make Lamar look bad if he's healthy. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yes,
Lamar hasn't had a bad healthy season ever.
If the thing is with this, one of the things, if you paid attention to any of the Bears stuff, that guy, and yes, he was under what's the name, but he comes from like people like a lot of times a lot of success happens with all right, so great coaches have great coaching trees. And whatever their expertise is, it tends to typically rub off on other guys as far as how they coach players. They may not necessarily be great head coaches, but they always pretty good at what, like, if it's an offensive guy, offense. So,
Specialty that they
like,
have.
think about it. Bill Belichick, all those guys don't work as head coaches, but they know defense.
When they go back, look at the
They
offensive
know
coordinator
yes.
they got right now.
Yeah,
That's
well,
a return
he's
guy.
kind of weird. Well, one of the things, the reason that's worse is because they've always had good OCs from the start.
Yeah,
so
true.
it just kind of passed along. That's why they're the most successful franchise in the last like 30
ridiculous.
years.
I still hate
because they just happen to have the best
They
of both
get
worlds.
cooked next weekend, boy.
But so then you have the
Drake
defensive
May is
side,
mid.
but the Shanahan tree, starting with the father and the son and all the coaches, you look at that list. Offenses are always really good, and a lot of times they make good head coaches. You got the Sean Payton tree that typically does really well, and that's where he comes from.
Oh, I like it.
That he comes from.
Offense about to be flying.
He comes from that tree.
I would like that.
And one of the best things, if
I
you
would
paid
like that.
attention to the Bears last year, he don't abandon the run. And not only does he not abandon the run, he's creative with the run. And he's really good with tight end play as well. What do the Ravens do historically? That's why it didn't make sense to give Andrews another contract, because they always historically
Why would
have
you give
drafted
him all that
tight ends.
bread?
It don't matter what the round
We
is,
got this
they know how to
old
get
man.
tight
We
ends.
didn't even need the draft, yo. If we just had Kolar and Likely developed, they would be two great tight ends. They're probably the
Cold.
greatest tight end tandem in a long time.
So cold.
Ridiculous. And they would have drafted another dude.
Yes. And you know he would have been cold.
So even Mitchell Payton, he got some burn this year, and he wound up getting signed by another team when he got put on the practice squad. Who knows how well
Who
he'll
was
be
that
overall.
sturdy tight end in the preseason? He was like
84.
number 84.
Mitchell Payton.
Oh, that is him.
That was him?
Okay.
The tall.
I remember. I'm like, yo, he gonna get a
Remember,
job.
he wound up
yo.
filling in for Patrick Ricard.
Yeah, he could get a
He
job,
wasn't. He
yo.
wasn't Project Pat, but he had some plays
He
that was good.
tried.
He was trying his best.
He
yo.
could get a job.
Nobody's
somewhere.
project.
Yeah. He'd probably be more creative than
Pat's always a Pro Bowler, yo.
Nobody's project.
A real Pro Bowler too. Like
So-
I don't-
Real fullback.
Yeah, so hopefully, well, the thing is, they're going young because they're looking for Lamar and innovation, like younger dudes who are innovative, but also they're looking to the future.
Yeah.
So they having a young, like a lot of these dudes are smart, like just they on the new stuff. They're not stuck in their ways. Like Todd Monken was kind of like, we do it this way, this and this and that. They like, nah, we just getting the young dudes and we gonna figure this thing out. It's either gonna work or not work. But I think they've done enough research to know like this is a good group they putting together.
Yeah, I like that.
From the Jesse Mentor conference, kind of going to what you were saying there, it was good to hear players were involved with these hiring processes. Also with the OCs and stuff. Some of them are still involved.
Yes.
So it's making sense why they grabbing these younger guys like that and stuff. These are probably people that they familiar with. Clearly, look at the Notre Dame one.
Well,
who do y'all think? My question that came from that, who do y'all think were some of them players that was up in that room?
Presentation, having really good PR, which the Ravens do have, and people that do the marketing and media and all that, well, and just like that work in that field. You seen when Jesse Mentor, I seen in another interview, because he did multiple platforms this week.
Yeah,
they're doing a great PR job. He's the coach that's out. He's everywhere
Because he got the
Rich
best
Eisen
job.
and all of that.
He got the best job.
But they also make you. The Ravens are very smart with how they do stuff. But one of the things he was sitting down, you know how they have the little fake backgrounds or whatever. It's like the locker room and whatever. And it was like jerseys hanging up and everything. The two jerseys that were hanging up, this is not an accident. It was Lamar's jersey first and Kyle's right behind. So those two for sure were involved.
I knew they were there.
And then we could start.
I like that. Leaders.
Maybe Roquan. We could start thinking of the people that like that. But that told me for sure. We know that. Plus, he said he spoke to Kyle Hamilton.
It makes sense.
And he said he's had multiple conversations with Lamar.
They gave him that fat contract. He's a guy that we need to check in with. We gotta check in with him.
Yes.
I'm glad I didn't throw the Roquan Smith Funko Pop away. Because Jesse, if you could get him back to how he was 2 years ago when he was fresh off the Bears, bring that back. That was a wild animal out there.
Yeah.
Please.
And Sturdy Teddy, as long as everything is smooth and healthy, boy, I like what I was seeing.
Yeah. I'm not gonna hold you. He one of them types that come back quick.
Lose about 10 pounds. Get a little lighter.
Yeah, he do got to lose a solid 10 to 15. 10 to 15.
Yeah.
Lose a little bit of that weight, get you that speed so you can cover.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. Sturdy Teddy, yo. The weight might be kind of good on him, yo. Like, give him like 5. Because, like, know what? If Jesse a mastermind like that, scheme him up, put him down on that line a little bit, let him get sturdy, let him.
Nah, I don't want my man on that line.
He's our linebacker.
The reason I'm not worried about his strength, even if he loses a little bit,
Strong as I don't know what.
is because,
what position?
I want him to do like edge rush type.
You want him at like
inside
Sam?
joint?
He's not fast enough for that.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't even make sense. Then he would need to lose the weight. But the reason he said he's been weight training and stuff like that since he was mad young. You could tell, that's muscle in his muscles. So he not gonna really lose a whole lot of strength. He just I think he needs to get a little bit lighter.
Yeah, because them juke moves was having you looking like me in high school.
Yeah.
10 to 15.
The juke moves was having
you
going to be
crazy.
He's gonna be skating, but he gonna be sturdy.
It's still sturdy.
He was like me in high school. He could only run in straight lines. Like, somebody give him one shimmy. Sturdy Teddy was like, oh no.
Teddy, he ain't get a lot of shimmies because Teddy was just bear hug.
Yeah, bear hug.
He wasn't
he
wasn't like Ray where he just Ray was going to destroy your life.
Like low-key Sturdy Teddy was super nice.
Sturdy,
and he was a rookie. Yeah, I'm wilding.
He's the definition. If he get his hands on you,
it's over.
Whether it's a bear hug or a push.
Yeah,
he's not heat seeking like Ray necessarily. But if he get his hands on you in any way, shape, or form,
you done.
You in trouble, yo.
I forget what play it was, yo. It was when we first got Gilman. I mean, forget what team we were playing. When I knew Sturdy Teddy was him. Gilman had just got there, and I think like Gilman like missed a tackle or something like that. But Sturdy Teddy came and just slammed Joe, and then he fumbled the ball, and then Gilman picked it up, and then they scored.
The play that introduced Sturdy Teddy.
Teddy's a monster.
Was the preseason.
We threw yo into the first
McCaffrey's brother, Luke McCaffrey. He threw Luke 10 yards out of bounds, yo.
He flew from the.
He threw it into the training tent, yo. It was crazy, yo.
Straight sturdy.
When you see the feet and the arms just flailing.
What?
Yeah.
He didn't expect that strength from a push. He didn't expect
from
that.
The grass to the
That's
pylon.
another grown man that he threw like that, yo.
Yeah.
Wow, fam.
We said, yo, his favorite drill is the sled.
Oh
yo,
my God, the sled joint.
He
just do it by himself, yo. Yeah. Sometimes they
for
just
10
let 30 go
seconds,
by
yeah,
itself,
10
yo.
seconds
He
holding
just,
it.
he
You
just up
see,
there.
your Juro Hanma, yo,
Yeah.
that would be his style on the box.
There's
yo.
like, no, it's Teddy's turn.
That is how Teddy looked.
Constant
Yeah.
swing.
Yo.
That's exactly how you look every
Sturdy
tackle,
Teddy is
yo.
that
Your
sturdy,
Juro
sturdy,
Hanma,
yo. Like, yo, chill, yo. Lay off
the
the weight,
Hanma
yo.
back, yo. This
Yeah. Creatine every meal.
every day, fam.
Multiple creatine
Big
and protein
steaks,
shakes.
horse
Multiple.
meat, all that stuff, bro.
Yeah.
The interesting thing about Declan Doyle, he the same age as Lamar.
I know that was
Yeah,
crazy.
that's crazy.
Pops
That's
told
crazy.
me that when he called me.
I like that though. That he might be able to get him, yo, where he vibing to the
But-
Kodak Black with them in the locker room, yo.
While you could have that, it could also work the opposite. Like if he don't,
We got it. No, we have
you
to
my
see.
age,
I think it's gonna work.
And I'm a
you not
2-time
giving me,
MVP.
Like, why
Yo,
are you talking
I
to me
think
like
it's
that?
gonna work. Lamar been through so
I don't
much
believe
pain.
Lamar is that type of person.
Yeah, Lamar gonna have a good relationship with anybody that
He gonna try
make
to
him
work
win.
with
But I will say though, he got to be good at his job because I know Lamar is the type to be like, yo, you don't really,
You don't know what you're doing.
yeah, yo, like,
Yo,
And he
I'm
might
being
not
nice,
say, he
yo.
just gonna look at him.
I'm gonna
like,
be honest, yo. I know a lot
what
of
he
people
doing?
gonna be mad.
Heisman
yo.
winner.
But if you can have Caleb
Like,
Williams looking
I'm
good
being
like he
smart,
looked
nice.
this season, yo, he gonna have Lamar looking immaculate. Caleb Williams is nowhere compared to Lamar. Like he gonna have that man cooking. Get him a line. Beg for a line. Guards are trash. Please beg. That was the worst part of the season, yo.
Caleb is the physical tools are fantastic. Mentally, he not nowhere near Lamar as far as precision and understanding.
Nowhere
stuff.
near.
He's not.
It's
He's
not too
that,
many
yeah.
people that are. Sad.
Yeah, yo. So
It's
that's
nobody that's there.
and that's what I'm saying with Declan. Like some people, they still be trying to push this narrative. Like Lamar has been a smart quarterback and an excellent quarterback since he's been in. They get that athleticism confused, bro. He was the high.
They
He
just
was
mad.
diming folks up in college.
They
yo.
just mad he could
was
do that.
diming folks up in high school.
The real thing is jealousy. They don't got the wheels.
Yeah.
When I'm not gonna lie, I ain't have wheels when I was younger, so I remember watching kids that
I
was
would've been jealous
fast,
of Lamar
and I
too
would
in
be
high
jealous,
school.
yo. I would,
Yeah. Man, I wish I could
yo.
run
I
like
would,
that.
like, man, I wish I had
Man,
the
I wish
speed.
I could run like that. And
Why
nice,
didn't the
he
good
got
man
accuracy.
bless me with the wheels? But yo, they did bless Lamar with the wheels, but he
yo.
also has the quarterback mind.
Everybody
yo.
can't be LeBron
Ridiculous
James.
quarterback mind, fam.
Yeah, everybody can't be Allen Iverson. Everybody can't be Kobe Bryant.
Stop
Everybody
hating.
can't be Tom Brady.
Recognize that you hating, take accountability, and stop doing it.
Yeah, stop it.
Well, another thing listen, these coaching hires, yo, on paper, yo, are looking fantastic. Because we were saying the head coach, but who is everybody else after, right? You got to lock that in, but you got to pay attention to everything else, yo. They hired, yo, Dwayne Ledford. That was the O-lineman and running coordinator in Atlanta. He's known to be one of the best.
Okay, yeah. Bijan Robinson was shaking off down there too.
He's one of the best.
I thought that's what he was going to be for us, but he was O-line down there.
He was O-line and run.
He was both down there?
He's bringing that.
Okay.
He's doing the
No,
same
Bijan was
thing
OD.
here.
Yeah,
Bijan was
shaking off.
OD.
If you had Bijan 2 years ago, you was crazy.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for that.
Yo,
I was super hyped
They
for that
are
hire.
putting pieces together
Because the
on paper.
offensive line was trash, yo. We have to get somebody that know what they doing over there, yo. Please, man.
Please.
It didn't
Yo,
make sense.
protect
The
this
regression
man, yo.
that Zay talk about every episode that I know y'all done heard over these past 2-3 episodes. The regression of
like
our
Bo was coaching,
offensive
yo.
line was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, yo. Like there was no progress.
Yeah, it was really bad.
We couldn't get no push. We would be 3rd and 1. We couldn't get no push with Derrick Henry back. Yo, that don't make no
Nothing.
sense. That makes zero sense.
Nothing.
He
Derrick
getting
Henry-
stopped in the backfield.
Y'all about to make me sing that Chris Sean again, yo.
Come on, man.
I'm praying up to God to help me through these hard
Yo, you know
times.
she hear that and she be taking
Bro.
that as like really getting credit. So
We
you gotta
had
be
to- we
careful.
had
with
to-
that
Yeah,
shit.
Bro,
be
we
careful.
had to-
I don't know how management team.
She might
yo.
go off. I don't know
yeah,
them
no
like that.
disrespect. I don't want, but the thing is, like,
She
yo,
off.
like going to just leaving the bank feeling that deflated so many times was rough for us, man.
Literally, that was. I feel like that was.
Silence.
It felt like a
Bro,
first. That
thousands
many
of people
times.
leaving
I've felt
silent.
that feeling before, but that many times
They
was
lost more.
wild.
They lost more
I
home
didn't.
games
I didn't
than-
anticipate
The
that.
two
at
that
all.
felt the two that felt the worst, I think everybody would agree on, was that Steelers one, the first one, and then that New England game just didn't sit.
But it
well
was
with
like
me,
in a row.
bro.
The third.
Yeah.
Both the Steelers joints.
The
was crazy.
Bengals.
The Bengals.
Thanksgiving game.
Every
Yeah.
loss was bad.
Oh, yeah.
It was a lot of
But
bad.
that
those
stretch
was
was
three.
so bad.
Those three was
that's
crazy,
that's when he said he made up his mind.
He's getting beat
Harbaugh
up.
was out of here.
Yeah, y'all ever see that? Y'all
Jones.
ever see that video where the that Waffle House crew was just jumping that dude and they beat him up real bad? That's how I felt all season. At that point, yo, we was just getting beat up, yo.
Yeah.
It was hard to come on this show, yo, but that's how y'all know we love it, yo, and we different than these platforms because we was out here when it was nasty looking.
But that's how we also know that y'all out there, man, and y'all supporting the crap.
Yeah,
out
shout out everybody that's
I
here with us,
appreciate
yo. The comfort zone in the
y'all.
through pain.
Yes, you know we always say safe spot.
Best fan base in the world, man.
Yeah, that's
y'all
fan
know
base
it.
for
Yeah.
sure.
That's us,
yo.
baby. 12th man.
The 12.
Forget Seattle's 12th man. Y'all know we the best, even though they.
Nah, Seattle
They
about to
lit.
win the Super Bowl.
God,
Let's not
Seattle
talk
about
crazy
to
about
cook.
it.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, yo. Well, I'm gonna let you finish the Raven stuff. Then
Well,
I can
yeah, we
hate-
definitely-
I can hate for like a minute.
Interesting today. We never know. You know, these young, guys and things like that. You never know how they use social media because everybody's jumping to conclusions. But I'm jumping to conclusions right with them, yo, because I want to be optimistic. Beaks put out good news. We don't
like
know
that.
what that means.
I like
Nobody
that.
knows. He could be
He
having a
could've
new
just had
kid or
birth.
something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
care. I think it means the next.
Yes, I'm going with it, yo.
Please,
he
yo.
gonna be back 100%. The doctor told him, yo,
He got the 15th
things healed up better than we
opinion, yo.
thought.
He got that 15th opinion from that 19th doctor, yo. But he
Yes,
got
yo.
it, yo.
Yes,
and we
yo.
back, baby. Beaks is back, possibly.
He might have went to Tijuana or Germany and got some special
Yeah.
fusion.
Yo got the.
I hope he
yo
is
got
okay,
him
though.
sound- I don't
really
know.
do
Yo
hope
got-
he
He
is
got the
okay,
Kobe
fam.
Bryant Achilles fusion on his neck. Yo got the.
He about to come back an animal.
Charge up, yo.
Infused with the
He
titanium
like Morpheus,
neck,
yo, when he charged up to jump on the helicopter in the
Titanium
first
neck
Matrix.
is crazy. I gotta pause that.
Pause,
yo.
yeah.
That is wild. Yo, my bad. Yo, I ain't even mean to say that.
I ain't
Like
even
We
hear
just
that,
gotta go
yo.
spinal or something like that. Why not? It's spinal.
That's crazy.
Go Mike
yo.
Tyson with it, yo.
That's crazy.
yo,
Cause all
hilarious, dog.
No, but I saw that and I'm like, we jumping to conclusions, but I try to be
I would love
in the
that.
middle
That
a
would
lot.
make
No,
me
not in the
happy.
middle, but just rational and stuff. But I'm jumping to. I want him to. I
He's
hope
a
that's a
great
yo.
football player, yo.
I
We
got a
need
great
that, yo.
great rehab. The estimations we found out were a little off, and they found out I'm doing better than I'm ahead of schedule, yo. I'm pleased, Beaks, because they get Beaks back with Jesse Minter.
We might be good.
And some of the guys with a
might
good
be good.
draft.
And Lamar
Come
Jackson.
on.
And this guy. You gotta realize, yo, you don't need
I'm
much,
just talking
yo.
defense.
He's saying
This guy
defense
does,
strictly.
yeah.
He just talking defense.
Might have
strictly.
had a bet. Like, yo, they might be
Defense would be cold.
best defense easily in the league
That's
next
what I'm
year.
saying.
Who actually gets turnovers?
Yeah, finally.
I would love that.
Come on, yo.
Pressure's on the quarterback.
Come on, Ed. Give
We
us
need
the
it, bro.
spirit, yo. We need the spirit. If
We need
yo,
this,
to be
man.
manifested
Yo, bring Ed
over
in.
Jesse Minter.
They do
and
need to bring him in the building.
Put that over
They need to
on
bring him
team.
in the building in some capacity, yo. Maybe player personnel guys. I don't know. I don't know what. Create a position.
Yes.
Create the read position. I don't know, man. Create it.
Just the energy.
Like I
guy.
said,
Yeah, he just there
The energy
Fridays
guy.
before every
Yes.
game. Yo, we just need him there to get
yo,
the
pay
energy
him
going, yo.
for at least 15 minutes every week. I said that when he came in and he got the
Facts.
shutout.
I ain't gonna lie, yo.
Create the energy
Yes.
guy
I ain't
role,
gonna lie.
fam.
Ed
Cut that
101.
accountant
I feel like-
that third accountant position and create that position, bro. We need it.
I feel like Ed loved the Ravens so much and football so much. If they gave him a solid job, he would do it. He don't care. He made mad money. He probably like, yo, if I could get a solid joint on my team and have
I mean,
us
he almost
nice,
did. He tried down there at Bethune, but it just got, that went haywire.
Yeah.
That went, as far as whatever happened, that's whatever happened down there.
he
It was
was-
sad.
yeah.
But he was trying. He was going to try
He's
something
used
down
to being
there.
at that big D1.
Yeah, he need to be
Miami
at
stuff.
it.
You got to kind of,
Yeah.
Deion did it smart. Like, you see a lot more coaches, Eddie George and all that. They kind of understand it. But shoot, we were just talking about, dang man, we be going off of these tangents. But Beaks, yeah, I mean, hopefully everything comes back fine. And he used his social media to do that. But then you get the other Rashad Bateman, how he did it with the I'm hacked stuff. And I'm like, all right, yo.
Lying like
People
a
still
mug, bro.
using that? Yo.
How are you going to say that, bro? Why would they hack you and then go say, I'm mad? Why would they do? Why would a hack do that? I don't understand why a hack would do that.
So if anybody had
he
to pay
wasn't
attention-
even good enough to.
You're
for
not that
everybody
good of
to
a
wanna
player,
hack
yo.
him,
Like, I don't-
Well, let's break it down real quick.
Respectfully.
And we're going to paraphrase it, but
And last season, to be honest,
he essentially said, Basically,
he had a lot of touchdowns.
I could have did more.
That's how he got his contract.
If I got more of my opportunities to do basically more, and what's the name? And we like, whoa, everybody's like, this is just nasty timing, and why would you put that publicly, especially with a team that kept holding on to you through all the injuries and eventually gave you a contract for several years, like, and you can't never stay healthy.
And we not giving them a plea. You gave up on routes this season, bro. You dropped passes this season, bro. No, hold yourself accountable, bro.
Quarterbacks and coordinators, but especially quarterbacks, they not, especially smart ones like Lamar and excellent players have been excellent for a while. They know the people they can and cannot trust, yo. When you start seeing targets not going that way, unless you're completely a new guy, right? And the coordinator just isn't on with you about that. And we're going to get into one of those right after this. But you've been there for a while. Lamar, the previous year was trusting him. That's how he got. That's how you said you got his contract.
Yeah, he was
going crazy the second half of the season, and he was actually healthy. It's a reason this year, bro. Like, you just think, all of a sudden, I'm just not, they don't care. But like, we see, even last year, there was that one route where Lamar had to pick, and we was like,
yeah, it's like he stopped running.
I don't know what he was doing. He looked like he didn't run through on that one, yo.
Like, he got mad and had a fit.
We seen it multiple times. This one, and drops in critical situations.
Yeah,
that's another reason the Steelers game just had everybody. It was so much ridiculousness, that first Steelers game.
It was bad, man.
He dropped an easy touchdown.
Sucks, man.
That could have put the game out of hands, yo.
You think people don't remember that, yo, before you pull these antics, yo? It's some people that love the Ravens, yo. We watched every play, yo.
You gotta go onto one of these AI platforms and look for better excuses. Yeah. Hacking of your IG account.
That's like 2012 type stuff, family. My guy. Come on.
Nobody
believes it. There was a time where it might have been some nobody believes it anymore.
And you gotta think, like, who is going like, yo, let me hack
Rashad Bateman?
Nobody cares about that, yo.
Come on.
You the biggest guy in your world, but you gotta calm it down,
man. He seemed ultra chill. It was like nobody wanted, because I still
it's the Ha Davis effect.
I was rooting for Bateman,
like, bigger than life. Y'all gotta calm down, man. Nobody there's no conspiracy to get you, Bateman. That's crazy.
It wasn't even like exposing and stuff and stuff like that. It was just like it sounded like somebody, I don't want to put nothing. It sounded like somebody was chilling, having a nice day or evening, relaxing, they relax. Yeah. I'll just say that.
Whatever your
whatever you want to to do. However you relax.
Yeah. You use to relax.
Know what that
and he let something out real quick.
And he forgot. He forgot he was online. He got thousands of people looking and analyzing everything you say.
And y'all are a highly scrutinized team right now. The spotlight is on y'all.
Because everything is happening. And the thing is, don't rock the boat now. You know this is clean house time right now, yo.
Exactly.
Maybe
you better chill out.
I
ain't seen Marlo say nothing crazy in a long time, yo. Like Marlo been solid.
The only thing he say is he love Harms every day, but he ain't been saying nothing negative though.
He don't even be having a towel on his head.
He just thinking right now. He probably sitting there
a towel on his head
in his little study area every day, just like, all right, yo, I don't know if they're gonna let me go to gay or
people be in Marlo's comments, yo, like.
You're
not gonna be here next year. I'm like, he see that.
Hasn't made a glizzy joke since.
Yo, my man, calm down. Again, he might just be chilling, but it is the off season.
The off season, relax, yo.
No, he gotta fill this out. A lot of people not gonna be with that goofy stuff y'all was on.
And I'm with it.
Blown out.
Clean house, trim the fat.
That's why I was so mad. Again, like, shout out the guy that was in the comments that clearly knew Marlo or something, but like. Now that we get to see how the season transpired, now do you get why we were so upset? Yeah. Your leadership, your veteran leadership should not be being goofy when we getting fried every week, yo.
It doesn't
like,
make
yo,
sense.
I was so shocked that people that was trying to defend that type of terribleness.
Plays, though. It was the worst scenarios where he would get
he was high highs and lowest of lows.
Yes.
That was the problem this year. Maybe Jesse Minter squeezes the last bit of juice out of him.
Yeah.
I think that's a possibility.
Especially
don't have him on the
slot. Line him up in the slot, yo.
Those days are over,
yo.
On the outside. Those days are over.
Slot somewhere, yo, making some plays.
But like y'all said, yo, with like the what's your name? Owe. Mm-hmm. What if he just was schemed up wrong? What if Marlo? Because Marlo did have some glimpses of being the guy too, yo. Like with the picks, making a big hit.
That's what I'm saying. They might be able to
they might be able to squeeze a little bit out. Maybe Zach is like how
He's definitely Zach.
Yeah, maybe it was Zach, yo.
Coordinator. They will.
Some of
Because
them
I
getting
feel like
cooked
a lot
though
of
on
those
the
guys are
one-on-ones
way
was
better than
him,
what we
bro.
look like. Like
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like Roquan didn't.
Amon Ross
like,
St. Brown, what he did to that man
Yeah.
was biblical.
Wow.
They should write that down
Right.
in the annals of
couldn't believe my
NFL
eyes,
history.
yo.
Yeah, you know the Royal
was doing
Farms.
stuff
You
I
know
never
when you go to
seen
Royal
before,
Farms
man.
and they put the chicken in the basket and just drop it in the
Wow.
grease, yo. He put him in the
Amon-Ra
grease,
is
yo.
somewhere in the top 10, clearly, easily, right? But he was looking like the best receiver,
Oh,
yo.
yeah.
He's
Cooked him.
excellent, but he's not the best receiver in the
Electric.
league to be looking like the best receiver,
Why eating
yo.
chicken?
Not even the fastest. He just was giving them the perfect routes every time, yo.
Cut move.
Woo.
Yeah.
Barbecue chicken. Golf had it right there.
Well, one of the receivers that he spoke out, vet that we brought in that we all like, man, please, yo, bring him back and find a role because he made all of the best catches last year other than Likely's at the end, yo. DeAndre Hopkins, he said, yo, I wish I was used more.
Oh yeah. That was a real vet. I saw it with you.
What I loved the
You sent
most
that to
was
us, yeah.
he said, I want to come back and still
Yeah.
play with the Ravens, with
Well,
Lamar
well,
specifically.
you gotta also
He wants to
realize-
be
You
here.
gotta also realize he was on the Texans mad long. He like, yo, this dude is nice. Maybe the play calling I don't agree with. Maybe I don't agree with this. Maybe the line sucks. But
He played with Henry.
yeah.
He wanted to play with Henry and Lamar, but definitely Lamar. He said it before the season started, and he said it most recently. I want to come back and play with Lamar. Specifically,
Get that done,
bro.
yo.
like
Get
Get
Bateman out of here for real. And
bring
get
somebody
that
else.
done.
Do what you got to do, but he still, he might not get. He reminds me of Keaton Mitchell-esque. Like, you know how Keaton Mitchell talked about his touches now?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think.
Where he understands that he's not going to get
Yes.
the most touches.
Yes, he like
all
Hopkins.
the touches. I just need a few, and I'm going to make them plays.
I also feel like if we schemed up correctly offensively though, like we still got guys like Tylen Wallace and stuff like that. That's nice. They just don't really get that love.
But with Hop, like just to finish that other point
We
previous,
still need a one, though.
Yeah,
he
for
sound
sure.
like, yo, instead
But
of
not
having
Bateman.
these games where I
No,
get
definitely not
one
Bateman.
or two targets and I make a play, like I just need let me get targeted 3 to 5 times a game. He know he's not gonna get targeted 12 to 15 times,
Yeah.
like in the past, or sometimes more than 18.
Put me in there in the red zone.
Yeah,
Make sure it's
bro.
on some third down plays. I can help y'all out.
And if I'm
y'all
hot,
know I'm gonna
let me
catch
get
that
8
ball.
targets one game.
He didn't drop.
Yes.
He was our most consistent receiver by far.
As far as when the ball
As
touched
far
his
as
hands,
catching that
yo.
ball,
He was.
percentage wise, he was catching that
And
ball.
then
The fumbles, I
like
don't
the
believe.
amazing
Yeah.
thing about him again was like the Keaton Mitchell effect. Like to get no targets and then catch like a pivotal jump over somebody first down in the fourth
Deep
quarter,
ball or something
like yo,
crazy.
it's like yo, I respect this
Because he was a
yo.
touchdown merchant for a second there. Like he started off, he was going crazy.
2 dudes for a touchdown type stuff. I'm like, yo, let that man play.
That
Give him a
play-
little chicken. He got a little gas left in the tank.
He wasn't expensive last year. I'm like, why wouldn't you bring him this year?
Yeah.
He wants to be here. He has short hands. Every now and then it's still a while when he drops one or something like that because it happened last year. But like he's short-handed.
Yeah, he's
you
about
can
the
use
best
those
we
guys.
had last year as far as short
And-
hands, bro.
The new guy they brought
Only
in.
guy that'll catch it in traffic too.
Yeah.
Because like in the middle, he was saving us. Bateman was not doing nothing. Zay Flowers, you played well this season, but you was batting stuff in the middle of the field and causing picks.
Fumbling.
It was a
doing
lot of weird stuff with the receiving core, yo. Like
That's what
like
he
y'all
got to
said,
work
he was
on.
the definitely our number
He
one
got to work
receiver
on
this season.
hanging on to the
He
ball
was our number one this season.
and running, yo, straight, fam.
Yeah.
The cut moves, bro.
But
That's-
I'm a because maybe it was the bad scheming with Monken, but because Zay did play relatively well.
He still be cutting.
He was the only one. Only reason I give him a little bit of a plea is because in those games he was the only one that looked like he wanted to play, like in the pivotal games, in the
Still
games
gotta
that
be
was
smart when necessary.
Yeah,
Bro. He should
yeah.
learn from the rookie year.
You got to hang on to that
Hang
ball,
on to
too,
that
man.
ball.
He had a lot of fumbles this year. He was
He did
fumbling.
fumble, yo,
Quite a
Coughing
bit.
the thing up.
If you bring back Hop as well, the reason Declan Doyle, what we keep saying, yo, play the middle of the field. He's understands the tight end play and this and that and the third. He's going to play. I watched those Bears games. They play the middle of that field. It's like Hopkins. That's where you're going to need him sometimes for them short-handed,
Yeah.
quick 5. So I'm like, it seems like they have a situation that'll be good for him. You know, unlike when Monken on third and short, sending everybody 30 yards down the field and stuff like that. It seems this should be a situation that's even better for him. So we've seen a lot of the fans like bring him back. After so many fans were like he's washed, then now everybody like bring him back. After we said, he gonna be solid, yo. So hopefully, you got a guy who wants to be here, who's shorthanded, who Lamar clearly likes. Find a situation.
And he didn't do no weirdo stuff in press conferences. No. He's clearly mature and not a cancer.
He wants to win a Super Bowl.
He wants to win.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's not gonna do the weird tweet thing like Bateman did. He's too old for that.
And claim he got hacked.
Crazy.
Nobody's hacking Bateman,
Just own it, man. I got cooked a little bit on a Wednesday night. I forgot. My bad.
Hennessy, bro.
I don't want to put none of that.
That's all you gotta say, man.
I said, if you drunk right now, put your hands up.
I understand, man. I've posted
These
that.
are jokes.
I've done that.
We don't know. We have no knowledge.
Exactly what that looked like.
Yeah, I do.
You just take a picture of a random wall or something in your house. The misery that life brings you. Or something crazy like that. Because you're going through it with your girl or your ex or whoever it is at the time.
No, what
this is. I've seen this before.
Say he watched the Robert Pattinson Batman and it rubbed off on him a little bit.
Knowing Bate, he probably didn't get that newest designer thing that was supposed to come in because of the snowstorm, yo. And he got tight, yo. Wherever he is, yo. He tight that thing. I was supposed to be getting that new Louis
Vuitton cape that he was looking for, yo. He was about to don that bad boy, yo.
Bell-bottom sweatpants.
He saw, what was it that? Was it Paris? It was one of them joints, the Louis, whatever the fashion joint that was over the weekend that all them celebrities was at, yo. Yeah. He ain't get to go, maybe. He wasn't invited, yo.
BWI flight got canceled, yo. It was tight. Yo, it was in there going crazy on the Plaza Azul, yo. It was going wild on the vodka.
Crashed out, yo.
Oh, man.
That's hilarious.
Some things I'm going to fly through real quick because we running on time. But Chris Horton, I liked him as a special teams guy because I always liked how he was at the press conference. I thought sometimes Harbaugh
young dude
might have been on him. They put a block on him making a lateral move, but I think because it was John Harbaugh, they let him go to the Giants. I like Chris Horton, but they they clean the house, not kind of. So
for sure.
So they bringing in some. They probably was just like, you know what, John wants. You know what, we'll let it, and we're just gonna retool up. Because the special teams wasn't excellent, but I feel like he has more in the tank. So they let him go. All the best to Chris Horton because I actually like him. I hope he actually does really good things with the special teams because he gives off head coaching vibes at times with how he approaches everything and how he talks to the press. If you ever paid attention, assistant coaches. I know a lot of people don't watch that type of stuff, but you can learn a lot. You can learn why, this is a coaching problem when you watch that stuff, or this guy don't have it. That's why you gotta pay attention as much as you can. But also Joe Flacco, I think it was announced he was a Pro
Bowler, baby.
Honestly,
him and Shador.
Honestly, no.
Salute to Flacco.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna keep it a
yo.
bean. Joe Flacco deserves it, yo. When he first came back with Higgins and Chase and was shaking off for like 4 weeks straight, like going wild, bro.
He deserves it in this new era.
What it shows you is what a joke.
More than
it used to mean
what an absolute joke the Pro Bowl is. The Pro Bowl is a joke. It's on a Tuesday night now or something like that. It's not even on Sunday no more.
Flag football.
Yeah.
It's a joke, bro.
It's flag
respectfully.
football now, yo.
Yeah, can I hate a little bit before we close out?
Yeah, I got one more thing, but you can.
No, go ahead.
You want to do that last?
Yeah, it's not Ravens related, yo.
All right, so real quick, Jamison Hensley, one of the big time reporters for the Ravens that be on ESPN and stuff like that. He was doing this talking after the Jesse Minter press conference, yo, and our guy, yo, Stevie Bisciotti, yo, came up in the cold, no jacket, no hat, yo. And was hugging on to him like, this is our guy right here.
That's hard.
He's our favorite reporter. I was like, yo.
I was like, why are you outside, bro?
It made me even
17 degrees.
Man,
I didn't know why.
He had a billionaire. He probably got heat things in.
No, he
suit.
was asking the reporter that. He was like, "Yo, why are you out here? Yo, like why aren't y'all inside?"
He said, "We got all these nice places for you inside.
Bro. We got places for you to be inside."
Steve Bisciotti got so much money. He probably got like a thermal under the suit. That's like the Iron Man suit. That like, soon as his body gets cold, it adjusts to the temperature and warm him up.
Keeps him at 75 degrees, type of money, no matter the weather outside.
He got that type of chicken.
I like that he had the all white top, like the shirt and the jacket, the off white joint. He was. You know what it was? We keep saying, yo, Steve was feeling good, yo. They had a few present players and a lot of alumni come in to greet the new coach. you know how Steve, it feel like when it's those big alumni joints. You know, Steve, I don't
But
know anything, but
also-
Steve,
also-
hold on, let me say this. Steve looked like, you know, he was in the back feeling good. You feel me? He came out, talked to Jameson. He was in a good mood, and it was just dope to see because everybody that's now Steve, seeing more Steve, was like, yo. All these networks like we need Steve
want
Bisciotti
Steve
on the team,
Bisciotti.
so I know ESPN was mad pumped like, yo, we got like a 30 to 60 seconds because he was out there for like about
Pat
a minute, though, for a
McAfee, you
second.
know
Yeah.
Pat McAfee on
Oh,
his
he
line.
would love to get. He said they've
He
been
on
sending
his
stuff.
line,
He
yo.
said they've been sending him stuff for years,
Rejected.
and they be like,
Rejected.
he's not doing it,
Rejected.
yo. But at the end, he might, yo. Towards
When
the
he
end,
try to
after
dip
bowl
off,
or two,
yeah.
after bowl or two,
If
he
we get a
might.
bowl,
you
Yes.
gotta
he might
understand-
come to that
You
joint.
gotta
son.
kind of try to understand why Steve is excited too, because like he probably had that close relationship with Harbs, but it's a breath of fresh air. That's 18 years. You got a ring with yo. We have the best offensive talent we've ever had in Baltimore by far right now, and we can't get it done. Now we got some new dudes that's looking like they gonna have us dialed in. You should be excited, yo.
Exactly. That's
should
what
be
made me
excited,
more pumped.
yo.
Seeing him that pumped,
Yeah.
he feeling good about the hires. Yo.
You should be excited, yo.
He's feeling good, yo.
Yeah. And before we close it out, yo, I just wanted to hate, yo, and started with a hater chant, yo. Drake May is mid. Drake May is mid. Yo, did you see the last two
Mid-May.
games? Yo,
Mid-May.
the defense bailed him out. Yo, for y'all, all y'all people that be talking crazy, yo, hold every quarterback accountable. His play in the last game was horrible. The defense bailed y'all out, yo, and who was the quarterback of the Broncos? Nobody knows. That was the worst AFC Championship
Stidham.
football game I've ever seen in my life, yo.
That was Stidham, bro.
I don't think. Well, he's not the elite of elite. He's not mid. I don't believe he's mid for a second. One thing I will, and this is this. Like,
He's just not Lamar.
Yeah, he's not.
I was
that.
hating. He's
The
not
one thing
that.
I will is give him some bail on, yo. And even when he goes to the Super Bowl, this man has played. I think by the time he gets to the Super Bowl, yo, he would play like the top. All of the. I think it's the top 4 defenses in the NFL.
And it's
In bad weather. This will be the first game where the weather is not bad. All of these games in the playoffs, other than what's the Chargers one? The last 2 games was in
And
snow
it's
and
the first
sleet.
2 years going to the Super Bowl. You
Like
gotta give him
he
some
and
love.
literally, it's literally been the best 3 defenses. And
The
Seattle
kid
was
is
the
the
last. Yeah,
MVP
so
favorite, yo.
I gotta give him some credit.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
still hating.
I'm gonna hold him,
but
I think Sam Donald.
regardless, we
puts the
want him to
nail in
get
the
cooked, yo.
coffin.
We're not rooting for
I
no.
think the Seahawks
I think
gonna
Sam
win,
Donald,
though.
No Patriots
Brian,
dynasties, yo. Another
dirt.
one, yo. We're
Can't
not
have
rooting for
another
that.
one, bro.
Can't
No
have
way.
that starting to happen.
But one thing I do got a question for, man. I found where the portal for press passes for the games. How do you get the press passes for these conferences? Hit us in the comments if y'all know.
Let us
man.
know.
Somebody let
We'll
us
be
know because I'm
there.
gonna be in that portal. I
be
seen how
there.
to get. One of us gonna be in them conferences this year because it said it can only be one person apparently. So it's gonna be one of us. I'm gonna figure it out. A few of them games y'all might hear. This is Richard of the Ravens Huddle podcast. Minkins, what do you think is going on with the secondary right now? You might hear that.
Ravens Huddle show.
And hit us in the comments.
Huddle
If
show.
I get on there, I might ask some of them questions y'all got for real. So let us know, bro. For real. Hit us. I need to know how to get on there. I want to go ask some questions because I heard a podcast on there
Yeah,
today.
they've had a few.
I need to be in
people I
there.
haven't heard usually. Yeah,
I want to be in there.
it depends on what
So
they're going.
one of us.
It depends on what you have to maybe relinquish or whatever for what's the names to get in there. I'm gonna be honest. If we gotta, well, I don't want to talk business stuff, but
Yeah,
we
y'all
like
know.
to move how we like to move because we
Y'all know
as
we keep it
fans
real.
first over here. That's
keep
why
it
you.
real.
That's why you feel comfortable watching us. That's why you feel comfortable being in the comments because we not compromised, yo. It's working together if you're gonna work with us. That's a whole nother thing. But yeah, I mean, we just leave it at that for now. Just what's the name? We never gonna let nobody wash how we do it, yo, because it's for the people first, yo. That's what we are here.
It is.
Fans, and the people, because that's what we are first. We trying to, you know what I mean? So,
Oh, yeah. And, yo, shovel your car and shovel your driveway, clear your car, clear the snow off. It's supposed to snow again next week.
yeah. Huddle up.